94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumedie no asoguso a otie no yeda munyina asesan ma munyina akwa ba bio medin di osaibo so make say ade General Mosquito ewa General Secretary of the NDC. We say hi Obi. I'm fascinated by the level of knowledge from General Asiedu Nketia. My only worry is that his vast knowledge lacks recommendations that will help solve the issues at hand. As a country, one of the major problems we face is our maintenance culture. And as a result, most of our roads, state-owned properties become deteriorated and obsolete. Until we change our attitude, this country will continually move in a vicious cycle. Regards to the NDC's incoming running mate, Glover Mafo, Asaman Kesiene or Chicago, Illinois, and all the way. But good evening, Obi. I believe if you ask General Mosquito about his evidence on what he's saying, he'll tell you he has no evidence, yet he doesn't believe the technocrats. Gusty man, Brekum, Edie Eni. Hi, Obi. Thanks for the topic, but ask the General, when did he become an energy expert and now explaining power crisis? When we, the NDC, were in power, when Dumso came, was he not in Ghana to explain what happened at the time? And why now is he doing this? Thank you. Nenenate ewo do dowa.
Before almost started, you know. Oh, Kasa radio so called Fereso Kaso
MPP. We say hello, Obi. It's a pleasure. You are discussing the power outages with the NDC scribe. But you failed to stop him peddling some falsehood to the effect that you made Asiedu Nketia go away with the retrofitting of the Akosombo. Oh, really?
Oh. He was not listening. He wasn't listening.
Please kindly let him know that the NDC has no knowledge of what retrofitting is, let alone usurping this feat to his NDC party. The retrofitting of both Akosombo and Bone Dams were the masterpieces of J. Ekufuor, with the adding of the Zakem plant, which the NDC ignored and abandoned for 8 years, just because Paul Afoko was the country rep of Zakem, Egbe Zoale, and on the way up praying. Protozo, our office of the chief of staff, also Obi, with all due respect, is my colleague Obecheni talking engineering, finance, or economics. Greetings to your team. Protozoa.
I said Protozoa there. Wow. Oh, that's a Protozoa.
Protozoa. Ma yes, I'm back in studio. Yeah, one-on-one interview. We have an insecticide spray and coil and Upper Foods, Hepa Plus mixture, Consolidated Bank of Ghana, CBG. Also, we stand with you and a Mutlo battery, quality forever. Omone Boyemi a day. Segment abro General Mosquito ewaha General ma yemrani and share some other issues and Zembe na akoso
insecticides na a sponsor program now the mosquito.
Okay, that's a smart one. That's a smart one. Having insecticide we see ekume tuntum ti.
That's a one from say mekumi.
That's a smart one, you know. But I hope that you be am work and you spray and right. But yeah, share some other issues. Of course, I mean, I feel a shot and you might be bringing akoso from Parliament, within your party, educational issues, schools, BA, COVID-19 still around the corner, and all of that. I know some people now person about happenings in your party, which is one of the reasons in Yansuya Tonsa at the Oh yeah. Yeah, can you reasons now? And of course, to also congratulate you on your appointment.
Your mind there,
your mind there. Now the party the party the But congratulations on your appointment and so onto the Parliamentary Service Board. Wow. A position I will lobby for, and I say, Speaker na efro no the amount.
Speaker na efro no the amount.
Speaker na efro the amount. You could have rejected it. Why didn't you?
Why?
That's not how bit my reject. And
na the obit my be na. Something I met my be Wow, exercise your judgment. No, say me accept and I'm married. You don't say Bibi will be to me. I be anti-cocoye.
But when him say Parliament is an arm of government, ain't he?
Which government?
Oh, Parliament is an arm of government. No, that's right.
Government
Executive, Parliament, not part of the executive.
So judiciary is also an arm.
An arm of government. Yeah, that's true. But Parliament will not be part of the executive. In that broader way in America. Yeah.
But say government in power.
No.
There cannot be.
Until you reject Obi Obeka said now you are part of government, the government in power, because you are serving on a board of an arm of government.
Until Chief Justice is a part of government.
No.
Why do you think
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM?
Speaker a part of government?
Government in the broader sense, yes. Government in the narrow sense, no. The same for Chief Justice. The same for Chief Justice.
What you say? Chief Justice and Supreme Court judges, a part of a broader government. Yeah. Yes. But government as say MPP government, no.
Okay. And you are on the board representing why, like as a former parliamentarian?
Yes.
As a former parliamentarian.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, sir, you have a busy schedule. We are the chief executive of a whole political party.
So you should, between you and me, who should know?
Your busy schedule? I know, sir, we're busy.
Better than me.
No, it cannot be better than you.
So I've judged and taken into consideration my busy schedule, and I'm a too. To tell you what.
Okay.
Before we go on, I mean, a few things about the text messages.
Text message need to be about.
I can say without recommendation.
Yeah.
I'm saying, say, when we hear my recommendation, they say, I buy no nye forthright with.
On camera, woman check
the problem, and then let all of us contribute ideas.
Okay.
Because Nipa no say I didn't know no correct. So the thing is to let government come up to admit to say no correct. The problem exists, and this is the extent. It is then and only then say recommendations will come. But who can say I didn't know any hope? I say Nipa also on yare no recommended. So that is the problem. To be anti say you can recommendation once a month. It is because government is denying the existence of the problem. The thought should be so obviously energy energy expert. Say I have mentioned say at least
now mines and energy
committee chairman in parliament. Amasan be board chairman.
Yeah.
In the energy sector. Into at least a few for 3 quarter in and a common sense so say ujina ho no because a dear way dokono to ashi abiana and mayor you should be able to say dokono to ashi a dear yeah, and it's not necessary say now yeah what dokono da na more dokono so that's it but let's come to
and not over can't be about your appointment onto the board.
Oh, me who how I think say the attempt to make this appointment an issue, national issue, are you discussing? A MPP diversionary tactics.
Oh, okay.
Because there are serious challenges in the nation. I say I can't answer. Now I can say a way appointed way parliamentary board and no should be a subject here. Ghana for say a time in discussing. Because this is not the first board. One board. This is not the first time. Yeah. If you care to know, Parliament by now you need Parliamentary Service Board.
Okay.
Into the first Parliament from 93 to 96. 7.
Okay.
Now you need Parliamentary Service Board. Because I feel after a long period, I feel I establish a parliament. And in near be or say no 10 the constitution no cry no say me can constitution. No. They said that the timelines 6 months. To certain agent legislation be a SS yetimi ye near install democracy no quickly. And this how we be president. Not say constitutional timelines in wha. It be a one pass those laws. And me install democratic institutions on them. So nti atwira him within 6 months say pass him na establish e bia NCC say pass him na establish we say nti first parliament of the fourth republic, you know, first 6 months very hectic. We had to pass a lot.
And you were in parliament at the time?
Yes, I was in parliament.
Okay.
So at time na mako consultative assembly I declare constitution. You no na sign start parliament.
Okay.
MSS Abrena chairman Sambonsu. Now Nyanya Najan say Obeba Parliament crowd.
So I'm not joining him in 96.
96. Team Fear 9 na no Najan is Obeba Parliament. And until during those times, you know, and I can say some of us I saw him say the peculiar situation of the first Parliament, you know, and this is from 189 and others, you know, year 11 or so. Intimene
Ekosiisen on Asiedu
Nketia into opposition within government.
You did that?
Yes. Inti na hefre devil's advocates. Elunti no
Asiedu FM.
Abai ministers kura ye ministers no ba o mfa no easy. Vet ne nema no mfa no easy.
Oh, okay.
Into those days, no, because he kept them nom Ostengame nom ne Thomas Yeboah. Oh, so
Ostengame.
Yes.
The labor consultant.
Yes.
No, parliament.
Oh, yeah, me made to a parliament.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I never knew this. Oh, okay.
And until ye hold the feet of our ministers to fire, and until no, or be somewhere in 2000 ho. British man be research assess parliaments say miensana na aba no already 96 to 2000 or in 2004 already 96 to 2000 no as the best performing parliament. The second one a year 92
to 96.
Asiedu FM.
And then the three out of the three, no, the worst one, a year 2000 and 2004.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
And until Satam no ne the pressure bar say we need a parliamentary service board, because in the absence of a parliamentary service board, no, akwa say clerk no ni speaker no kwa say procurement recruitment, promotions, nema bia no akoye sanipa mienu nkwa. I will be uncheck you bia. Enunti ye presi say in your parliamentary service board. Inti second parliament no so and I establish it. Inti nema na ewo mu ayede ye no. In fact around the same time ade ba konso a ye presi for na no so satem na auditor general also on audit Abaya accounts.
Yeah.
So who audits the auditor general?
Asiedu FM.
Now Obiani.
Because
you cannot be auditing yourself. Inti constitution no me dey mu say parliament na say appointed private auditor
to
audit the department.
Inti satam na no so ye one of the issues wa ye pushi say bema good governance aba. You know, and about also Bank of Ghana as a sort of report to foreign exchange transactions. You know, not the whole report to the Bray or Parliament. So we selected some of these things to pursue. And the genesis of the parliamentary service board.
Okay. Okay.
And until first parliamentary service board, say Justice Annan or whoever on a appointee here. Yanti wansem. What is the appointment of parliamentary service board? Abe issue or maimo. Yanti wansem.
Is it not because of the personality? General Mosquito.
I'll come to it. And now, eba Sechi Hughes num ne the other guy former MPP chairman Alajete num tam num na di nyina o nyina appointed. What it is ne say speaker na appointed omo enti mano che say ye majority leader ne minority leader ne ye clerk.
Okay.
Na speaker ye chairman.
Okay.
So na ye speaker no appointed 2 former MPs.
Edi abeka ho.
Na o mo abe ya adwuma no. Impa bebre abe yeko. Sauti ase. Enunti no speaker bia te so a ni party mufo former MPs no a obe point no nya 2 no nyina free ni party.
That has been the trend.
That has been the practice. When the first time Bagben say or yet things differently. Enunti yemfa ba kun free MPP, yemfa ba kun free NDC.
Oh, sand your far when why?
Former Edu, Honorable Edu,
oh,
former Tema
West. Okay.
No foul no. Okay. I can't. Anu kura ma MPP for no kwaima omo suggest na ya de no bai. Enti obi a ono say oye democratic na momanya bi
FM
wa bra momuti akonwa no so no mo amaye bi ekoduru tam bi kura ma who say speaker any first deputy speaker every one party a second deputy speaker free different party unim say be gina he stam no NDC main opposition no na ye ni speaker kura any of them
no mo de ma
Freddie Blah na onu di trust o ye CPP no actually na nya ade no
people contest on CPP ticket for 3 terms in parliament no difference
actually o say certain more contest on CPP ticket no na presidential candidate be no ye campaign na president Kofo no ye campaign man against onu CPP presidential candidate na mo de ebre no mo san di onu ye speaker HSC NDC for the NB eno kura yanka say mo convert parliament into MPP ene ya SSC nipa no appoint me no amamu ba ko no ena mo san koka say ba ko no appoint no kire say or convert parliament into NDC advisors ya mo ka o mo ho asem Kofi Atonom ne ayade nya ene auxiliary staff speaker no na appointing na there
enye ho na o say say me suppose we complain no
na me say
wafa NDC for
speaker bia appointing bisa no say Alajete nkrofo no ene begina Hughes nkrofo no na o mo ye CPP for na o mo ye UNC for. I mean, what type of thinking is this?
Ekosiisen on Asiedu FM.
So, enti o staff staff a oni wo mu ye adwuma no wo mra no ma kwa say point wo mu contract staff o kwa na de wo mu.
Na odi omoko.
So tiase.
Yes.
Even we there no Michael Kwe there no.
Yes.
O ko yanka ese odi wo mu ko no. Unim say yama omo permanent appointments.
The contract staff for no. Ono aye omo permanent as no feel. And as a new speaker na ba be yama no.
Enye new speaker. So what you say? Enunti no why? Adende na ha omo. Say ya point here Asiedu Nketia. Beginning mo say ontimi nye. Ebisa mo sa denti no ontimi nye. Monchire capacity muhia
for that appointment.
Ebi ni Asiedu Nketia ho anti ontimenye. Achire omo hu say e wrong awomo because na e free ho. Omo say the ba say because ebi no ma ye akọ parliament 8 years. Atimi ase board
on Asiedu FM.
Na me amako parliament 12 years.
12 years.
Me say before I create parliament no. Me can consultative assembly where you create a constitution, a conceive how parliament should look like. I create no me them qualify say me.
And the peculiar way you find yourself in.
What is
certain general secretary
so
of the largest opposition party.
And so what? Chairman say leader of the
Government
party in
business.
government, I know, and or not a board no so ana. So what is the difference? And now fe edru baby obey too busy. Na me too busy say mintimi nye general secretary, mintimi nye general secretary adwuma. Shouldn't MPP be jubilating? Say woni obi kobo ball na ni goalkeeper no ni nsam abu a na wo na wo complain say we ya ni nsam abu mu nyi no free mu go mu na mo kofa kase bra papa mra no wotimi achi ye ball no ne ntimi nsa wo say a genuine reasoning ya sanka say wo mani say I will be encumbered in other things ya ntimi nya na then you ask yourself say board do adwuma no what does it involve?
Ekosiisen
say one month to be a free meeting. If you are one day in a month, I'm I consider whatever proposal I'm upon will be a one day. No, Minyanda Jamia. Send them coming under Jamas and Paha. Tamwa made the better. I said more board meeting. I said,
more meeting.
So
I get
that is not also an issue. Now it's as if say they have gotten some answer. And they are shopping for the formula ebe generate this answer no. One more I say Yampesa Asiedu Nketia beko for whatever reason nobody knows, and they are going around shopping for reasons. Because NDC for na demia general secretary, it's not MPP.
Yeah.
It is MPP. NDC for a worried they say me koya adwuma bi a ebe nkumba me. Let the NDC people complain. Now, Wujina and China say Assassi Sumane Kucha Mansa. Now, we dear Quabrafuna Nasia woo. So, I didn't know Mona Mobeka who was him. Again, then busy now, okay. A point in time,
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
now me a cabinet member. He call cabinet every Thursday or so.
Thursday.
Or 2 weeks. Meko cabinet
as general secretary.
SIA general secretary. SIA chairman of Bui Power Authority. Bui Power Authority no. Now most of our meetings here no site. Ewo banda. Enokura obi anka say mentimi nyesa adwuma no. What is in parliamentary service board meetings? So ko meeting back wapon. Bosome no wako meeting back no. What is it? So that too cannot be any tangible reason. Enti ubisa omo bisa say what is the real reason why you are
Auntie Omo resisted the appointment of Asiedu Nketia.
Tedrubabima enya onu chairman sankwa he allowed himself to be misused.
Okay.
Because mpanimfo wa by mu pressure omo dey am bagben.
Really?
Say on drop me. Na me de omo kofa any other person ebebu na me Asiedu Nketia there. I shouldn't be there. And na bagben say ono anso na me suma yi no. You understand?
But why do you think people are resisting the appointment? Why do you think that? What's not say again?
I don't know.
You don't know?
And besides, such a man some suba media reasons ya obe man ya na man ya no. Apart from any reasons, so wouldn't say any foundation. And it's a real reason be or her. Omo make am yenti.
Is it not also because happenings in Parliament where the party has decided, say, with the slightest opportunity, we would whip all our members in line. In fact, straight 3-line whip. Will be folly. We are creating a lot of issues with the vetting of ministers, the subsequent approval. Now that the General Secretary is coming onto the Parliamentary Service Board, now it's as if, sir, we are moving the party headquarters from Adabraka to Parliament, and then be beer minority baby.
No, no can debate one.
No, one can debate. So now, only you become closer to the speaker, you become closer to the minority leadership.
And now, board member, can I be closer to them? Say that be a meko. What is it? That cannot be the reason.
It cannot be a reason.
Or no say, you introduce you.
bills are
politicization.
Okay.
And I'm saying, if you are talking about multi-party politics here, every parliament mum na eko baby. Yes, be obi na di free baby ba parliament. Because parliament and a citadel for multi-party politics. Inti ye ka say democracy e wo kuro bi aso a ejina multi-party so a parliament ne yehwe. Wo mo parliament parties here represented wo ho a wo mo ye partisan politics wo parliament ho. That is the first question you ask. And now we Ghana history now. Every Kwame Nkrumah term ebedru neno. There has never been any occasion or any system one, any executive for that.
Yeah.
And there has never been any system one, any
legislature,
judiciary that. It is only the difference between democratic system and other systems, and they say democracy or parliament. Yeah, multi-party politics. Enti parliament wankasa na ye politics na josu.
The citadel of politics.
Enti you can say obi a politician ti or parliament and I say no assembly and I say you don't understand what you are talking about. You don't understand. Ade ono ti hono. So ye leader of MPP caucus in parliament.
Yes.
Haruna nye leader of NDC in parliament.
Yes.
Muntaka nye whip of NDC in parliament. Ananya parliament yo na mo mpa mo nyina mfiri ho. Enu ti se obekọ na one o whip ana o leaders of parliament akodi nkita ho ne ade ana se eto da bi a party bema strict whip. Koko bisa obi a onti ase no ko bisa how parliaments run. Enti parliament no the entire party bia wo the leadership ewo ho no. And the leadership of parliament no of any party in parliament no. Selection or more appointment no. Every obi a party headquarters.
Yeah. That's for the leadership no.
Yes.
We are sure.
Yes. Kobisa say when appointed chairman Sambonsu. Na bisa wo ma aka no say when appointed wo mo. Enya MPP.
Enya parliamentarians now they vote you o mo.
David. Wo mo to abanu da be. Wo mo pointing from wo mo party. Nti party ka say wo na wo ye representative wo ha. Ye ndisi no. Ye wo wings of the party.
Yes.
Youth wing, women's wing, parliamentary wing, and then our international branch, external branches.
Okay.
And a Zongo caucus. These are the semi-autonomous wings of our party. And the women are represented on the national executive of the party. I know women take decisions. So if any decision affects the youth wing, national youth organizer and deputy city mubi. You decided as a party near Kwakoye. Say you take a decision about women's wing, national woman organizer and deputies in Timubi. Near take a decision, near co-implement it. Sana Tiasu say take a decision via parliament na say we implement ya. Your leader in parliament and then the whips plus a certain number of MPs. Omunyina can decision no ho. Near taking near co-implement it. Enti omo ye omo say as if say adabra ka honkwan na NDC. NDC in the parliament. They don't know what they are talking about. They don't know what they are talking
about. This is interesting. Now, another question. We know the fact about the party's influence on who becomes the leadership of the caucus in parliament. Yes. A minority caucus spokesperson, ABF Hussein Idinkomo, and he made a point, with the choice of even the current leadership, MPs now they decide they voted, and the fact that the party outside cannot come and tell them who should be their leaders.
We came to facilitate the vote because in all our wings, we Sentinel Mikase is semi-autonomous. In all our wings, we allow the members to elect their leaders.
More leaders. Okay.
Okay. We allow the members to
supervised elect by the party.
Supervised by the party. And now go ground rules by the party. NT youth wing, won't say NDC youth Congress.
Yeah.
Ni akwa select national youth organizer
and the executives.
Women's wing, we do the same thing.
It is the same for parliament.
It is the same process. No do so near say parliament phone ko shia mon to mamba na yenya ye ne ye be kwa kohwe womo ya womo ya chusu womo ye yusu womo no. It doesn't mean tell the party has no role to play there.
Yes, so it doesn't also mean say the party will decide say okay ye pese Muntaka na ye leader and now say Inu Safuse na ye leader of the caucus in parliament.
But the party
doesn't decide.
Who is the party? MPs now omo to abanu nye party for.
No, but you know what I mean.
No. I'm saying say you can't say party at this idea. Yes. It doesn't mean say general secretary akodi and now say national chairman akodi process here ye faso select no party for no select, so it is the party's decision. And I want to say MPs no nyina wo monye party.
Omo party members.
Yes, so national youth organizers all over the country here near beto abayi national youth organizers. Any party na you know. And now national women organizers all over the country wo muhia na wo mu beyi national women organizer. Enya NDC na you know. Adentina NDC MPs nyina hia near select leaders here. Eno de okasa enye party na you.
What is the party's decision now on more leadership going forward, the caucus in parliament? You're on record to have said, say, by the time Mumbai resumed from recess, you would have taken a decision.
Eto debia, nipa binu wo ha, wo mo eto debia, yeti wasembia, obi mpe wasema,
osua wasa no wachia na
pa. Oh no, kambro fo ni hwenem.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
One day was I want it. And the whole is yes. You're true about we are. After every general elections, you could transit national leadership of the party. You're true about reorganize it. FSA. A core delegacy and say are these the people who should remain there or not remain there? Women's wing yes sir, youth wing yes sir. Santina parliament is so yes sir.
Yes sir.
Enti ye take a review because obe to abano. And you hardly say obe who say 100% of your existing MPs now are returning. It doesn't happen. Ababia ebebano changes it. So yeah. I thought there be na mo winning na more power. And the new dynamics but because of our hybrid system. I just say 50% plus of the ministers and I say almost free parliament. And untino the selection wo material wo ho say obe ya chemu ahunu wo mo a wo beka ho aye leadership. Now wo mo ebekwa akodi ministers outside. Into the long and short, and say after every election, we take
our decisions.
I told the we to election. Na leader no krano or lose who mabi. So there must be
a replacement.
There is a regular review of leadership of all
the wings
after every election. And untino this year there no. Yes, here with the MPs. So now the process no baby a dry say one more a two abano. Now virtually a drew and now you decide to say a court.
Okay.
Into a court, no. There are two possible outcomes. If you remember, say, you be free court to be banned near by me. If you remember, say, be free court to be banned.
No, that's opposition.
Yeah, that's opposition. And untino, ye kase ye dika ko select leadership wa, ana eco review leadership wa. I hear you are depending upon the outcome of the court may be a problem. Inti mami issue statement say because
they should remain
because of the abante leadership no should remain. Now you can deal with court issues. Until you deal with court issues, we will come back to revisit.
Okay.
Okay. It is in the light of that development, and I'm here interview because say we are going to revisit the unfinished business. Because it's here, because it's here, no. So nipa bi a waka say womon tra ho na later obeba behwe. Then you have weakened leaders now more honor. Because decision be no take care. Onye sure say
you be maintain
and now you be na free ho. Enti part of challenges here eba ene and ade nyina no. Utimi hu say
uncertainty
no dangerous for every organization. The other side of the uncertainty so ne say so be so
FM
caucus num no also aspire to become a leader onim so opportunity so enti so bibi a obetimi ayama current leader of so in free on popular say bia no so betimi enti I'm not saying say that was what happened, but I'm saying say
those are possibilities.
Possibility. Enti sa uncertainty no doesn't help anybody. And until you court issue no.
You have to take a definite decision.
Yes, and make a definite pronouncement to say if I had no. And I say say a sign a reconstitute and I say something else.
And that decision will be made.
Sure. Otherwise, you are impacting negatively on the effectiveness of your caucus and the unity of your caucus in Parliament.
And that decision will be made before some Bifi recess, Abba.
That is what I have said.
That's what you've said. Okay. But so when you say even before that decision is made, no, there is a debate as to maintain them. Let's take them off. They are no longer the moral way to remain and all of that. Do you have a position on that? But you are powerful.
I don't have a vote there. Maybe I'm part of the people who establish the ground rules, but I'm not the one who goes to say we leader. I'm not the one who does it.
Before say a better, my Musa question we finally on Parliament. Cecilia, you are on the Parliamentary Service Board.
Yeah.
Should the issue of getting a new chamber come before the board? Position bearing?
I don't answer speculative questions.
But we know your position.
But say
earlier,
I don't answer speculative questions.
Your earlier position was you were against a new chamber.
I have not been sworn in as a member of the Parliamentary Service Board yet. And I have not been presented with some handing over. I be say work in progress here. So it will be completely out of place, he say. But
you were against a new chamber. That's my point.
That's the point I'm talking to you about.
You were against it, and you will still be against a new chamber.
Parliamentary chamber. How do you go to take a decision? You take decision on issues that are brought before you.
As a member of the board.
Precisely.
You've been in Parliament before. 12 years in Parliament.
Yes.
You know the state of Parliament House.
Yes.
Don't we need a new chamber?
That question will be answered some other time.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Obi, Obi, ask General that there is a perception within the NDC which suggests that NDC leadership will be unable to change the leadership of Parliament because the leadership is complicit in whatever happens in Parliament, i.e. that even if the leadership is influenced somehow, leadership of the party benefits from it. That's from, or say, this is from an anonymous texter in Binduri. And on the way, or say,
do you accept anonymous letters here?
Oh,
shouldn't be reading anonymous letters because we are in an open discussion. And to be feel say, yes. As can we no cry. One more sign if you know me say. Now then, now the other now go beside.
No, sir, the point is, no, messages I will not read. Your messages are attacking for directly.
But Nipa or no, actually thereby.
Yeah.
We say Nigeria need actually they buy. Now it had near ya Maho Kwan say Nigeria need make a parliament in once. And we must know the person behind the message.
Answer the way you know.
Answer now, Okra will read it.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Oh God! Yeah, so, but unim, and I think the thrust of this message near about whatever happened in Parliament during the coca course on there. Do you believe, sir, as a leader, as the CEO of your party, you showed leadership in the moment of our turmoil? No? Who showed leadership?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That is why we have solved that problem.
But some members of your party don't think you showed leadership, you and your national chairman.
What type of leadership were they expecting from us?
Because some thought some members showed truancy. There was some in public. You didn't do that.
Are you not the same person who is saying, say, we shouldn't be dictating to Parliament?
No, members from the national executive who attacked some members of Parliament.
Like whom?
You didn't hear?
A statement as a media fear.
Possibly.
Oh, this was after the development in Parliament, and yet before the development in Parliament. And you see, you cannot eat your cake and have it.
It was after the first part of approvals.
Yes, you cannot eat your cake.
Asempa FM.
Ekosiisen
on Asempa FM.
Koda and Koda. Mohamed say, party for a national executive interfere in parliament affairs. Once I can say and show leadership in
dealing with the issues.
In dealing with the issues. And you know, it means munya sembianka sort of, excuse my language, because you are not clear, say, whether nipa na omo kansa no position ni say yemura parliament ho ne nkoso obi ansa say to abako ha ana say ma yen kan bi kura yen withdraw kura ana say middle way ana say enti that communication no ye convoluted enti no you must be very clear. We have said say party will influence about some decisions taken by
leadership,
the party's caucus
in Parliament. Okay.
On any national issue.
Okay.
But that said, the
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
is careful, say, and could dictate it to MPs unnecessarily.
Okay.
And you can say whip system no say whip no obe monitor making sure say obia beba abeto aba when there is a battle obeba be participate in voting in nema na fe so e drew some critical decisions here e roko
Asempa FM
party no ne go to the bottom of the party's principles, which principles are shared by all members of the party. I say we put no be making sure say the party's principles are upheld. And until we call parliament be you will one line whip, you will two line whips, and I will three line. If you are one line with Rebecca say everybody must be present. That's all. They will be debate after they will vote after and for Obia. If you are two line whip, Rebecca say Anka, yeah, they call her a year, but say for some reason Obia will reason to disagree. Indeed, the Rebecca said three line whip. Now you are there a rocko.
The to the core of the
core beliefs. Why NDC exists as a party? Because we join any party, no political party, no, a group of people. You name your who. The only thing that binds us together, and principles. We all agree on a certain set of principles or certain ways. Yeah, Jesus say Ghana should be governed. It is that sharing of that idea, no, and I put it together. National Democratic Congress.
Yeah.
And until the Congress exists to say you be fighting for power. Yet me implement it. Sa beliefs no aye party members no nyina share including our MPs no. Enti se bibi wo ho a eroko sa beliefs no a we ought to remind ourselves to say, Sadia we de a roku this principle. Enunti say Drew say abato na ye kwa kotoa. Na you believe when you say there must be transparent elections here. Party for no at that time would carry that responsibility.
Should not go
and your
sideways.
flag bearer, and your general secretary, and your party agents. And the including MPs, or why they are no see agency for us to say, Monya,
My disappointed.
my disappointed. Mind the same way, no. Say Bruce, but be not say decision be and also Rocco the same principles, no. One more a positioned to take it, no. MPs, the party reminds them, say, Ubia nyo and Tessa a say.
It was in that spirit
So
that Sami edited the statement or Troy. No?
Sami's statement no came after decisions had been made.
Yes.
And the party was in turmoil. There was grassroots upsurge of anger from the grassroots. So as leadership, we must communicate the feelings.
The feelings of the grassroots.
So the fact that Sami Jamfi communicated was not wrong. We have issues about the nature of the communication.
Okay. That's the tone.
The tone, name, issues around
Okay.
the communication.
Ekosiisen on Asempa
But
FM.
to say, Sami Jamfi shouldn't have communicated the feelings of the people
Of the
on
grassroots,
ground.
no.
Wrong.
Okay. Okay.
And to say, whatever he said, ko involve speaker nomne yinum nyina nso ye correct nso no and also to be wrong.
Okay.
And the statement ought to be made by the tone and because in a fit of anger.
Yeah. Including you.
Yes.
Now buefu.
Papa. Nambuafu. Enti no se communication be about and in fact nyame nko o. MPC no bebre so na omo so buafu. Leaders buafu. MPC buafu. Wo bia buafu.
Now, we in particular, now Buefu said that you've been in parliament before. What were you expecting the minority caucus to do? Under the circumstances, they should show up, vote against the nominees. Still, they would go through, no?
Because we have solved the problem.
I'll grant you that. I'll grant you that. No problem. I'll grant you that. While we prepare to wrap up, I mean, I'm saying the last 3 months of the year in Sembebre nationally, which of them na ethical or fancy or person would do and come? It can be any sector.
In some ways,
yes.
It's a school. Yabuya, abaya now so say Yabuya school. Na nkwala could do school mu. Na that day no Yabuya school no nkwala na could do her we na say now so say ya postpone no. Minti bi da wo man mu.
Unti bi da.
Kura. Minti bi da kura. Those days ya na ye ko primary school na omo ye 11 days holidays. That be amono na munya ma wiase. There will be a friend 11 days holidays.
I maintain that.
Now June, July, hono. A drew season beer. Ensure to meet Nagana weather.
Asempa FM.
Ensure to meet auntie. Now meet you for no day a year, but now announce to say schools and break it for 11 days. That's our rainy season no Chamni and Sanko school. I know I'm for 11 days holidays in those days.
Oh, okay.
Whether no I change climate change that in even that one
on Asempa FM.
Woman notice. It will mean TV Dakra. Say your boy school. Na final year for. I say Omonko school. Na manso home. Ebi de ne ba ko duru ebi a ofiri ha computer de ne ba ko to Bolga Girls Secondary School no watuka pon ko duru ho yi ne ba no si o si mu a oba oduru kintampo ya si ya postpone no for another 3 weeks.
I say yes I see o ma me do kintampo ansa no mo fi oba
Wouldn't say a big or die. And you know, that thing was so badly handled. And then also no abandon person ba out. Ebe onu up say why am from so.
GS Ajia to Mapacho.
And abai
GS
let me tell you. Minister no
yes.
So kasa because this is a minister. Other you know policies ya omo no education mu a wo de kamfo omo ho a omo tu omo ho ekono. Enye GS na implementing. I didn't think na omo eko kan say omo na de aba. And that thing is wrong. At the time there, yem fan konkoso obi ne ka se ono nye pass. Credit bad there. Minister anko jina hon ka se ya ye we. Enti de omo ka se GS. But so you see based on the advice of Charles. Enu nya ento asumu. Asumu a ento ni se. Charles fo no ye nipa. Modi womo akotena ho se womo implement ade policies in a certain environment. Nya Charles fo na si school dan yo. Nya Charles fo na provide school feeding grants no ne mane. Enya womo adwuma. Enti headmasters no. So no ti ho. Na so onya classrooms dodo sei. Onya grant dodo sei ya odi be feeding kwala no. No onya mpase ya ombeda so onya wei ombeda so no otena ho hwe se ebi ni ho a send advice ni say ebi ni ho nti no o mankwala no ba ahokire beba. That doesn't mean say ono headmaster no na nka so provide ne ma na eni ho no enti a government responsibility say niema nti a eni ho a enti Charles for no besi wo mo advice on no the president and the government must own up. Say one more mismanagement na kofa sa de manaba.
Na say GS for an kasa nioma bi eni ho nti na mo ye
so they just for fun. And I say bibia say reason bia ni ho there. I just say just for fun now.
The later decision to now revert to double track because initially the decision was and the initial timetable was based on the fact that a lot of these schools were being taken off the double track. But later, almost share your friend is saying admissions in the Hawa air corner. Some of the schools had to come back onto double track. And in now rejigging the timetable,
double track
Abain policy. Numbers are
school are dying in ho.
Yes, the numbers
school are dying. Headmaster phone is school are dying.
Dabi.
Did them Nipa so si school die want me and see. And also the double track aba. And no so the negligence. 1 year assessment ye. Nipa wo mo twere say junior high exams no. Enti aban ni mo dodo. Since ya mo twere be se boso men say ni na aban ni mo dodo throughout the country.
On Asempa FM.
Ah onim se wo free junior high na uko senior high eno so onim omododo anti wanti mi anya calculation anhunu se wo mo bade a na ye be hia mpase ye be hia classroom se ye be hia we se na ban nim ene ote ho bu man no say enti aban nim
indi they should own up
so wo nim so they are nature said they are not fit to be there. Because they should know Minister Cronon so no na hwe elementary school a Ekosiisen University enti onu nim nipa ebe free just 3 afiwe na omo akotwere nsohwe omo etwere nsohwe no so onim omo dodo anti obetimi estimate omo a ebekọ senior high. And then not your day. Enti onim owo sufficient data obetimi agiran so aplan anti so onim say ontimi abolish double track no in those schools I mention here no. And say nko now so. But it's like say why campaign promise say ye ba abolish we Inti announce to say abolish it without looking at the conditions. I don't know for some number.
General, yemre no aso. Enti yebehwe na ye de si. Enra na me hwe video bi from UCC 10. UCC 10. I think omo ye program bi Samija Mfini John Dumelo mo eko ho. Na 10 president ne kasa. Say 10 for declare omo support for John Dramani Mahama going into 2024. Do you have a position on that?
No, not yet.
Only position be was Adia no. Do you think John Mahama is the person who can win power for you?
I don't have a position on that.
And yet, sir, a different question.
I'm a general secretary.
Yes.
I'm bad at this stage from expressing an opinion on that one.
But you'd be for open competition in the party for flag bearership, no? And now you think, sir, Charlie, let's
I
allow
support
this man to
the running of everything according to your constitution, and our constitution provides for
Ekosiisen
open
on
contest.
Asempa FM.
Wow.
Because as we sit now, there, maybe any a lot no more. It's just any other thing
Apart
than
from
open
that,
contest.
open contest. Unless it will be iron against member.
But still, near a nomination.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes or no?
Say, there was a time when you got 2 yes or no
Yeah.
on President Mahama.
On President Mahama, I remember.
Because it was in accordance with the rules, there wasn't any problem. And what is important is that a democratic party must be seen to be working according to
its own constitution.
Rules. Yes.
But are you not scared and let down? Because some political analysts, like I said, the NDC's biggest problem is that take John Mahama out. They don't seem to have a winnable candidate, somebody who can win the presidency for them. Unya worried as General Secretary.
Because I haven't heard.
Untrace analysis, no. You've not heard that before.
I have heard several analyses which I don't pay attention to because they are not important to me. Man, some analysis could have Metro TV.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Excuse me for mentioning their name. By
No
Paul
problem.
Adomochre, Nema, going into some. They said they, Mimi who had said they all were kiloto. So you know, say, yeah, Asiedu Nketia, John Mahama, back when we I say village lotto forecaster.
That's a political analysis.
I say village lotto forecaster.
But those things are
and
allowed
scientific.
in
Oh yeah, he's
Yes.
able, but he's creating the impression. He said there, and this impanimphobia and Akasana, these
Asempa
opinions are coming
FM.
out. I believe, say, those things are intended to sow seeds of discord within our party.
You think so?
But I believe, say, NDC4 have their eyes wide open.
Open.
Because that analysis, is completely warped. Now, who shares our analysis? Now, you see, say, there is careful attempt to run down certain personalities within
In the
NDC.
party. Sana wu no.
Which is very bad. Yes. Professor Nana
Na Opoku Agyemang, yes.
say, oh yeah, running mate of
Ekosiisen
Yeah, for
on
2020.
Asempa
Mahama,
FM.
just the election. Analysis, what is anything feature, baby?
Ade, I said you don't expect say by force feature.
No, but send them all can say, only NDC for Kasa, NDC for Ben or no more Kasa. I actually say, contest ya, Edaya Nimno. Professor Joshua Alabi should not be
Asempa
mentioned.
FM.
Nana J. Opoku Agyemang should not be mentioned. Mama should not be. Until the way our yes analysis. And now, there is a crafty attempt to say, Ebia, you be hitting nipa be
Three together, okay.
And that's our agenda, no? Edi can imagine in very subtle ways. Obi sorry ko attack Joshua Alabi. Say defeat no nyina.
Ono no mo mfa mo no.
Ono na
As campaign manager.
Oye say intino. From there no I jump put to say mane nya na dwen say contest for presidential. So it exposed nipa no na dwene. Any intentions. And na we so buy e wo ha na ebi so san buy say election e call no say ye choose ofosu ampofo na Asiedu Nketia as running mate anka NDC for nka mutimi wini ye. What is he doing? Hitting the head of professor any ampofo na say Asiedu Nketia. You understand? And untino let those people take notice, and notice is hereby given. Say NDC is not run on the basis of lotto forecasting on Metro TV. And you know, ye rules, and we are confident in our rules. Say, ebe generate
the best candidate.
Candidates here. Ye nyina be dinachi.
But also me busa question be where nyima no. And I want to put you on the spot one more time. Final. Yeah. Take John Mahama out. Name 2 NDC for who can win the presidency for you.
Who be a one?
Maybe a one. And I have you.
And they are forecasting to Metro TV. No, say second one.
General, medase. Medase, Ekosiisen, 94.7